Alrighty, and good morning, Southwest Michigan, with your weather radio here at about 3:30 a.m. So, thanks for tuning in. I know there's not any watchers right now, but doesn't mean we can't come back and look at this later. For your local weather report this morning in Vermontville, Michigan, looking at a high of 86 for today with a low of 65. Precipitation's going to be 0% for today, so overall pretty dry. And then we've got a humidity of 53% right now and just a little bit of wind at 6 miles per hour. Currently standing around 65 degrees right now at this morning at 3:30. So, to all you folks out there with the 3 a.m. shift, it's nice to be here with you. So we've got a little bit of music coming to you, and I'll warn you right now, YouTube ain't the biggest fan of me. So, um, if I get muted, I truly do apologize. But we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be getting right into it with starting out with a little bit of Britney Spears. So thanks for joining us today, and hope you have a particularly quiet shift. Enjoy. So, um, music doesn't seem to be working right now. Oh, yeah. Give me just a second here. Oh, jeez. I don't want it to start feeding back. Um, where is my audio going? Let's see. Output is my auxiliary. So why is it not coming through here? Okay, hold on. Let me see. For my live. Do settings. Oh man. What's happening? I wonder if they just like integrated a thing where it just absolutely blocks out music. That'd be really weird. Um, let's see here. Getting our radio set up. It doesn't want to work for me. Let's see if I. Okay, it really does not want to work for me. What in the world? If we turn it up, it doesn't like my music. What the world? What the heck? Because mute it, and it's coming out on bus, so I'm not really sure why I'm having any issues. What in the world? Oh wait, you know what? Let me see. It might actually be a YouTube issue. Never been recording. I gotta play it back. If I play it back, where is it? Replay. It's not gonna replay for me right now. Oh, I'll play it back through the aux. Um, okay, it just really doesn't want to work for me right now. Oh, jeez. Well, this isn't good. I was actually really planning on something happening this morning, and I said, well, I can always talk. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back. Let me go ahead and pull up my talk script. I wasn't planning on using this for about an hour or so, but I guess I'll get into it with some current news. Alrighty, let me pull it up here. So if you want to just stand by, God, I'd love to give you some music, but holy crap, it's just I can't. And whatever, listen to my cadence. Um, oh yeah, of course that's not gonna work either. Do I have to do like a mixer or something? Like what's going on? If I do settings, do I have to do an audio output too? Oh geez, I've never had this many issues. This is really weird. Like really. Hmm, let's see. I don't even know where that's going. Because the output should just be going straight to the input of my mixer, and my mixer's not accepting it. I'm about to just say screw it. um, you know what? I'm gonna just say screw it then. I'm gonna save this to my computer. I'll do downloads. I'll save it. Alright, I'll delete you. Start recording. Alrighty. There's very little delay. I've been watching this on my phone, myself talking. It's actually working really well. I'm surprised. Oh my gosh, I'm so stupid. I muted the aux input. No, that's why it wasn't working. Oh gosh, what's wrong with me? Oh jeez. All right. If you're just now joining us, I'm just trying to get my radio to work here. It is not running. Alrighty. I need. What do I want? Nice script. Sorry, you're listening to me type here. Alright, so I've got this up here in a. Alrighty. Alrighty. So if you're just now coming up with us, it is. Alright, you're just gonna go ahead and start. Alright. So, good morning, Southwest Michigan. It's your voice in the void, Evan, sliding into your AM like fresh pizza delivery, level real. It is Friday, August 15th, 2025, and we are clocking in at 3:39 a.m., and we have got a comfy 64 degrees right now with mostly clear skies. Weather's chill, head wrapping season is still a thing, so grab a hoodie, stay snugly under those covers, cuddle your cats, cuddle your dogs, cuddle your kids, but do trust sunshine is going to be dropping by about 6 at mid-morning. Mini weather update for 3:40. We're hanging at about 64 degrees, still mostly clear. So feel that calm before the early bird hustle if you're just getting out there this morning, getting ready to go into work for you people with the 3 a.m., 4 a.m. shift. Local headlines from WWMT Fox 17. We've got some bridges aging and possible closures thanks to Michigan Department of Transportation funding dips. So those roads might be ghosting you soon. We're going to see some definite closures per the MDOT. And then we've got Super Lucky Ann in Kent County turned $300 into $714,000. So it looks like somebody's dream just got very much blessed. So to the Ann in Kent County, Michigan, congratulations on that absolute massive win of a lottery. We got a new literacy grant for $90,000, boosting West Michigan Schools, a nonprofit organization. So words matter. Thank you all for that $90,000. Couldn't have done it without you. And then we've also got a little bit of Bring the Sass. So Friday news today is going to hit harder than your morning coffee. So, getting into a little bit of national and international news. It is India Independence Day. It is the 79th celebration with flag hoisting at Red Fort, Google Doodle honoring sanitation workers. So that is provided to us by the English Times. So, Google Doodle joins celebration of India's Independence Day as they celebrate their 79th Independence Day. On August 15th, Google has released a special doodle featuring tile artwork highlights national achievements. The day's events include Prime Minister Narendra Modi's address to the nation from the ramparts in Red Fort, Delhi, following the ceremonial unfurling of the national flag. Across the country, the tricolor is being displayed in homes, streets, and public spaces to mark the anniversary of freedom from British rule. Google Doodle Independence Day art was inspired by unity and diversity. This year's doodle illustrated by Makaran Nakar and Sonal Vasav of Boomerang Studio features tiles representing varied artistic styles from across India, including Jaipur's blue pottery and West Bengal's terracotta relief work. Each tile showcases a national achievement from space exploration and chess championships to cricket victories and international film awards. The artwork is intended to symbolize India's unity and diversity and its progress across multiple fields. With the Prime Minister's address to the Red Fort, India's Independence Day marks their transition to a sovereign republic after nearly 2 centuries under colonial rule. The celebration begins each year with the Prime Minister hosting the national flag at the Red Fort and delivering a speech to the nation. According to Google's description of the doodle, the Indian independence movement was led by prominent figures who championed civil disobedience and nonviolent protests. Their efforts culminated in the birth of the world's largest democracy. Quote, nationwide celebrations. Citizens across India are marking the day with cultural programs, flag hoisting ceremonies, and community gatherings, with patriotic songs filling public spaces, while schools and local groups stage skits. I said that wrong. I'm sorry. Stage skits and dancing depicting historical events. Homes and streets are decorated with the tricolor, and kite flying remains a popular tradition, with the skies filled with colors symbolizing India's freedom. So, some pretty amazing stuff there. All right, getting into the Trump-Putin summit happening today in Alaska. Headlines spate: Trump warns Putin not to mess around, floating idea of a follow-up with Zelensky. So, getting into this. Trump news at a glance. President insists that he won't let Putin, quote, mess around with me, end quote, at summit on Ukraine. Donald Trump has insisted that he will not let Vladimir Putin mess around with him at their high-stakes summit over Ukraine and is giving the talks a 75% chance of success, amid concerns from European leaders that the Russian president will cajole Trump into imposing a settlement on Ukraine. The U.S. president told reporters on the eve of Friday's talk in Alaska, quote, I am president and he's not going to mess around with me. I know in the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, or 5 minutes whether or not we're going to have a good meeting or a bad meeting. And if it's a bad meeting, it'll end very quickly. And if it's a good meeting, we'll end up getting peace in the pretty near future. End quote. Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., White House said there would be a round the clock presence of local and federal law enforcement officers after Trump's federal takeover of its police department and dispatch of National Guard troops. Here are the key U.S. politics stories at a glance. We've got Trump saying Putin is ready to make a Ukraine deal, Trump tightening the grip on D.C. policing, Bondi threatens to prosecute leaders not complying with immigration officers, Texas Democrats prepare to return to state after 2 weeks' absence. There's so many things we could talk about, but we'll get into more of that later. Back over to local news and talk, we've got a little bit more on those aging bridges and possible closures, an update that just came through. So we're going to go ahead and get into that here. Just a moment. Alrighty, from the Michigan Department of Transportation, they are voicing their concerns about declining bridge conditions and lack of resources to address them. While officials with Michigan Department of Transportation say record bridge investments were made during the height of Governor Gretchen Whitmer's Rebuilding Michigan bond program, a lack of sustainable funding now poses major threats down the road. Quote, "We have large backlog, this large cliff of funding needs," end quote, Rebecca Curtis, chief bridge engineer for Michigan Department of Transportation said, quote, "If we wait until it hits us, it's going to be too large to address in the future," end quote. The department's 5-year transportation program currently shows that 2029 is projected to be the lowest bridge investment funding year in more than a decade, with less than a $132 million allocated to bridge improvements, according to Michigan Department of Transportation officials. Just over 4,500 bridges throughout the state belong to Michigan Department of Transportation, according to Curtis, and right now about 94% of them are in good or fair condition. So that extra 6% right there is the one that they're looking at, and 6% might not seem like a lot, but if you're trusting your lives and your cars with bridges, that 6% could mean a lot for those local communities that have them. However, given current funding, Michigan Department of Transportation isn't replacing enough of those bridges that aren't up to standard, running the risk of widespread closures in the next 10 to 20 years. Quote, "Let's say starting in 2027, we're only expecting to replace 8 to 10 bridges a year with an inventory of 4,500 bridges. That means our bridges would need to last for 500 years at that rate of replacement," end quote, said Curtis. Quote, "Ideally, we'd replace about 50 bridges a year statewide in order to make sure that we could avoid closures," end quote. Here in Southwest Michigan, Curtis says there are 409 state-owned bridges, and only 12 of those are in poor condition. But when looking at the amount of funding available and the amount of replacements needed, Curtis says most of these bridges are at risk of being closed in 10 years, unfortunately affecting more than 40,000 drivers a day in Southwest Michigan who utilize them. Again, from Curtis, quote, "Additionally, when you look out 20 years because of the age of the inventory in the region, the number of bridges at risk of some closure jumps up to 137, Curtis said. So that's obviously a really stark increase from the pretty good condition that you're experiencing today," end quote. Considerations for daily commuters, commercial drivers, and emergency response times weigh heavily on the department as they determine how to most efficiently invest dwindling budget dollars, according to officials with Michigan Department of Transportation. So looking out for those bridge closures. And then we're going to go ahead, we're going to get into the new literacy grant because I'm honestly pretty excited about that. So we're going to go ahead and get into that in just a second. Thanks for sticking by. Alrighty, moving into the West Michigan schools, with the nonprofits are getting a part of a $90,000 grant to promote literacy. Michigan nonprofit organizations across the state are receiving a total of $90,000 from the Dollar General Literacy Foundation, or DGLF, an initiative aiming to help people improve their lives through literacy and education, according to foundation officials. Amberley Elementary from Portage Public Schools is getting $3,000. Parchment School District is getting $5,000. In Grand Rapids, New City Kids Incorporated and Grand Rapids Oakdale Neighbors are getting $5,000 and $4,000 respectively. Kentwood, the Refugee Education Center, will receive $5,000 from the fund, and Hudsonville Public Schools is getting $4,000. As we need for accessible educational materials and resources for our country's youth continues, we are proud to provide vital support to our local literacy programs, end quote, Deneen Tor, executive director of the Dollar General Literacy Fund, said. Quote, the Dollar General Literacy Foundation believes the investment in the education of the young student is an investment in a brighter future. We are grateful to the local schools, libraries, and nonprofit organizations that are serving students and helping them thrive. Awardees around the country are receiving more than $3.5 million from the fund and use them for professional development opportunities, books, technology, equipment, or materials to help extend a brighter future for K-12 students. We have quite a few others who are in Southwest Michigan receiving. We have Ann Arbor Children's Literacy Network, Birmingham Literature Circle Society, Crystal Falls Forest Park School District, Detroit Educate USA, Detroit Instant Student Academic Achievement Center, Detroit Educate USA, Detroit Center for Success Network, Farmington Hills Nija Monifa Literacy Center, Grant Public Schools District. We have Lansing Resurrection School, Mansalona Public Schools, Midland, the Legacy Center for Community Success, Monroe County Intermediate School District, Scottville, Mason County Central Upper Elementary, and Wakefield Public Library. All receiving parts of that $90,000 grant. The District 45s and the 4060s will be bound and are unique, and they're specially made to be handled by hundreds of people before falling apart. Now into that Kent County man who turned $300 fast cash prize into $714,000 Super Lucky 7 jackpot. Yes, this is indeed Kent County, Michigan, who turned a $300 prize into a jackpot worth $714,891. A very exact number, yet still means so much. The player, 39, who wishes to remain anonymous, as anybody would, originally won $300 through a $30 jumbo jackpot slots fast cash ticket at Exit 76, Meadowbrook in Grand Rapids, according to the Michigan Lottery. He then used $20 of his winnings to buy a Super Lucky Sevens ticket, which then led to the $714,891 grand prize. Quote, I scanned the ticket on the Michigan Lottery app and started shaking when I'd won $714,891. The first thing I did was walk over and give the cashier a hug, the player told Michigan Lottery officials. With his winnings, the player plans to pay his bills, put some funds into his children's college, and then save the rest, according to officials. A very good man right here in Kent County. Happy to see that his dreams are finally coming true. Alrighty, so it is 3:53 if you're just now stopping in, which doesn't look like anybody is, but I'm going to keep going because enthusiasm is truly all. We've been going for, what is it, 24 minutes now. Southwest Michigan looks like nobody who has the 4 a.m. shift really cares enough to get on here this morning. The only viewer is my phone, so I can watch to make sure everything's working, and the only like is still me. So nothing's changed, but we're still here. All right, we're going to go ahead and move into a deep dive and a deep talk segment, which is our summits like this legit or just press release theater, rip on diplomatic transparency and public skepticism. So we're moving all into stuff. All right, it is 3:55 a.m. and you're tuned into Evan's Early Madness. And listen while India's blowing out candles on its 79th birthday with flags, doodles, and straight up shout to sanitation workers. Major respect for you there. Over here, we've got Trump and Putin about to play hot potato in Alaska with Summit Stripes vibes strong, and Trump saying he is not going to let Putin mess around and hinting at a follow-up with Zelensky with cueing worried citizens in Kiev. We're going to keep looking at that, and I'll give updates for you later today. Meanwhile, a federal judge just tossed out the Education Department's anti-DEI memo, meaning schools can keep their diversity programs without fearing funding cuts. Court said procedural BS, non-content. Boom. Knowledge stays per 90.5 WESA. And if you're wondering why your quote-unquote affordable coffee is creeping up, guess what? Wholesale inflation is up 0.9% for July. That's inflation hitting right before breakfast per WRLD. So, coming back into that, we're going to go ahead and take a look at that affordable coffee and what the heck's going on, because we haven't been watching this too closely enough. With our Alaska summit preview coming in, President Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin will meet face-to-face just hours from now in Alaska. And what? This was posted... Friday. Oh, wow. So this is current. Yeah. So, just hours from now, Trump and Russian leader Vladimir Putin will be meeting face-to-face in Alaska for what the White House has described as a, quote, listening exercise, end quote. Trump says Putin that he will hear him out regarding what it will take to end the war in Ukraine and get a sense of whether the Russian leader is serious about ending it. Per Trump, as Putin knows, I am the toughest one he's ever had to deal with. He's never had to deal with anybody like me. Putin on Thursday praised Trump's efforts to end the war that is keeping what many analysts see as a charm offensive on the Kremlin's part in dealing with the American president. However, Trump has voiced frustration with pleasant phone calls from Putin that were followed only by more violence. Of course. Trump says the real negotiations would happen in a follow-up meeting to include Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky. Per Trump, the second meeting is going to be very, very important, because that's going to be a meeting where they make a deal, and I don't want to use the word divvy things up, but to a certain extent, it's not a bad term. Okay. But there will be a give and take as to boundaries, lands, etc., end quote, from Donald Trump. However, Zelensky has been adamant that Ukraine will not be dividing Russian-occupied Ukrainian land. He says the Ukrainian people would not tolerate that, and his country's constitution would not allow it. Zelensky has been in touch with European leaders this week, and they're working behind the scenes to bolster Kiev's leverage in any possible negotiation with Moscow. Trump's 90th anniversary of Social Security remarks, and on Trump Thursday issued a presidential proclamation from the Oval Office honoring the 90th anniversary of the Social Security Act. President Trump said his administration is working to bolster the program. Per Trump, quote, in the campaign, I made a sacred pledge to our seniors that I would always protect Social Security, and under this administration, we are keeping that promise and strengthening Social Security for generations to come. He pointed to a series of legislative provisions that he says will help the vast majority of seniors pay zero tax on their Social Security benefits. And Democrats charge that Trump is not keeping his campaign promise. They've been critical of the president's cuts to Social Security staffing, as well as the Department of Government FCC access to taxpayer information. The White House says they're making technological upgrades as well as lowering customer service wait times. Dang, I'm kind of disappointed. I looked over and I had noticed that somebody else had joined the live. I'm kind of sad. Must be I started to run too many times because they already left. Oh, oh look, we have 2 likes. It's one of them's like not me. That's so cool. I'm so happy. Oh, I feel so good about myself. Oh, I'll just give myself some round of applause here. You know, oh, our, oh, dang, our like got removed. It's just back down to my like. Damn. Oh, I shouldn't say. I mean, darn. Sorry, YouTube. Alrighty, so a little bit more on today's headlines. We've got UK civil liberties alarm. Over 700 people, including a poet and a retired teacher, were arrested for supporting Palestine action, now labeled as a terrorist group per The Guardian. Labour's new policing policy, pushing transparency, is sparking wild debates, or as you'd say, civ-liv chaos level 1000 per The Guardian. All right, a little bit to our science and tech nuggets for you guys. We've got a little bit more exciting things for 2025 in science. So, OpenAI has just released ChatGPT 5. So, very exciting news there. We're going to go ahead. I got to find it. I guess got to scroll down. Lord, scroll down. It's just August. There we are. Releases ChatGPT 5. Move over. So on April 14th, 2023, Sam Altman, Chief Executive Officer of OpenAI, spoke at an event of the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and said the company was not training ChatGPT 5 at the time. He stated that OpenAI was, quote, prioritizing GPT-4 development, end quote, and that, quote, we are not and won't for some time, end quote, release ChatGPT 5. According to The Information, quote, for much of the second half of 2024, OpenAI was developing a model known internally as Orion, and intended to become GPT-5. However, the Orion effort failed to produce a better model, and the company instead released it as ChatGPT 4.5 in February of 2025. On July 18th, 2023, OpenAI filed for a ChatGPT 5 trademark in the United States. And on November 13th, 2023, Altman confirmed to the Financial Times that the company was working to develop GPT 5. Also, going back to that first part that I had said, when he said that he spoke at an event at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology and said they were not training in ChatGPT 5 at the time, that was back on April 14th of 2023. By late July 2025, OpenAI was widely anticipated as planning to release GPT-5 in early August. On July 30th, 2025, The Verge reported that, quote, Microsoft is getting ready for GPT-5, end quote, as, quote, sources familiar with Microsoft's AI plans, end quote, told an editor that the company is testing a new mode for its Copilot chatbot, offering an AI that, quote, thinks deeply or quickly based on the task, end quote. On August 6th, which was just recently, 2025, OpenAI announced its planned live stream event for August 7th, 2025. In its announcement, OpenAI replaced the S in the word live stream with a 5, indicating its intention to unveil ChatGPT 5 during the live stream. So very, very smart there on replacing the S with a 5. As far as capabilities go, according to OpenAI CEO Sam Altman, GPT-5 is, quote, significantly better than its predecessors, offering, quote, PhD levels and abilities across a wide range of tasks. He has called GPT-5 a, quote, significant step along the path to AGI during a press briefing on August 6th, 2025. According to OpenAI, improvements over GPT-5's predecessor models include faster response times, better coding and writing skills, which is exciting for me because I use that for work all the time on the writing skills, more accurate answers to health questions, and lower levels of hallucination. Also, compared to previous models, GPT-5 aims to give safe, high-level responses to potentially harmful queries rather than outright declining them, which would result in ChatGPT-5 being able to refuse more unsafe questions while offering fewer rejections. and seek to users seeking harmless information. An approach to which OpenAI refers to as, quote, safe completions, end quote. In addition, GPT-5 has been trying to give more critical, quote, less effusively agreeable, end quote, answers compared to its predecessor models. Although GPT-5 is free for all users, Plus users get higher use limits, while Pro users get unlimited access to GPT-5 as well as limited access to GPT-5 Pro. Standard limits for lower tier use limits. Lower tier users on responses per hour still apply. With the introduction of GPT-5, ChatGPT's advanced voice mode has been replaced by, quote, ChatGPT voice, end quote, which is supposed to enable more natural sounding conversations. Very exciting. So, OpenAI has stated that standard voice mode retires on September 9th of 2025, which is coming up here in just maybe a few weeks, unifying all users on ChatGPT voice. Alrighty, so Wired has released this fun little thing. So a couple of years ago, a curious then 16-year-old hacker named Ronaldo Vasquez Garcia was on his laptop at his Portland area high school, seeing what computer systems he could connect to via the Wi-Fi, quote, using the school's network as a lab, end quote, as he puts it, when he spotted a handful of mysterious devices with the identifier, quote, IP Video Corporation. After a closer look and some Googling, Garcia found a company by the name was a subsidiary of Motorola Solutions, and the devices he'd found in his school seemed to be something called the Halo 3C, a, quote, smart smoke and vape detection gadget, end quote. They look just like smoke detectors but have a full bunch of features like sensors and stuff. As he read more, he was intrigued to learn that the Halo 3C goes beyond detecting smoke and vaping, including a distinct feature for discerning THC vaping in particular, however, also has a microphone for listening out for aggression, gunshots, and keywords such as someone calling for help, a feature that Vasquez Garcia immediately raised concerns of more intrusive surveillance in bathrooms. Now, after months of reverse engineering and security testing, Vasquez Garcia and a fellow hacker he's partnered with, who goes by the pseudonym Nyx or NYX, have shown that it is possible to hack one of those Halo 3C gadgets, which they've taken to calling by the nickname Snitchpuck, and take full control of it. At the DEF CON Hacker Conference today, they plan to show that by exploiting just a few relatively simple security vulnerabilities, any hacker on the same network could have hijacked a Halo 3C and turn it into a real-time audio eavesdropping bug, disabled its detection capabilities, created fake alerts for vaping or gunshots, or even played whatever sound or audio they chose out of the device's speaker. Motorola said it has since developed a firmware update to address those security flaws and will automatically push to cloud-connected devices by Friday. Many of the hackers' tricks are on full display in a video demo below, which the Vasquez Garcia and Nyx made ahead of their DEF CON presentation. I'm watching this brute force attack that they're doing on the Snitchpuck. Holy crap! What the heck? They wrote all that code? That is insane to me. What? Oh my gosh. Are you joking? The login is admin and admin? Okay, so he. What? Test 2 out of 5 vaping detected. So they went into the restroom. And he's puffing a vape. And he just blew the vape directly at it. Particulate count increases, watching it on the dashboard. What in the world? That is so. That's crazy how he's just. And then it notified security of a vape okay, I love the fact that they have this setup where it's literally just a cord going up the wall. Like a kid can't just go and cut the cord. Oh, unless. Oh, okay. Shut up. Never mind. It's at their house. Never mind. So he completely hacked into the entire thing, and he just disabled it. Okay. The Halo 3C's vulnerabilities would have potentially allowed a teen hacker on a school network to take control of a Halo 3C for epic mischief or abuse. The sensor's capabilities also ignite fears that school administrators or even police could have done the same to eavesdrop on unsuspecting students in a school bathroom. Schools are increasingly subject to all sorts of surveillance technology, from AI-powered weapons detectors to face analytics cameras to keystroke loggers on students' computers. Very cool. One concern about the researchers is one concern, sorry, of the researchers is that a technology like the Halo 3C could be turned against a student speaking about seeking an abortion. For instance, in marketing material, Motorola says the Halo 3C sensor is ideal for observing health and safety in privacy concern areas such as restrooms and changing facilities where video and audio recording is not permitted. Motorola said the sensor is programmed with wake words such as help 911 and does not record or stream audio. To the credit of the company, the microphones sound great, says Nix. From up on the ceiling, you could totally listen to what somebody was saying, and we've made this happen. How interesting is that? Motorola told the hackers in an email that it has worked on a new firmware update that should fix the vulnerabilities, but the hackers argue that doesn't and can't address the underlying concern that a gadget loaded with hidden microphones is installed in schools across the country. Motorola also advises that its Halo sensors for use in public housing, including inside residents' homes, according to marketing material. Quote, the unfortunate reality is there's a microphone connected to a computer that's connected to the network, end quote, says Nix, and there's no software patching that will make that not passable to use as a listening device. So, very unfortunate. Webb County to relocate the sheriff's office radio equipment to, if it would freaking load, maybe. Ah, there we go. Webb County to relocate sheriff's radio equipment to Las Lomas for $386,000. Look at that. Gotta love it. Webb County will be upgrading its emergency communication system with a planned relocation of key radio equipment from Lobel Tower and new sites in Las Lomas. A move officials say will improve coverage in rural areas. Webb County recently approved $368,217 for Motorola Solutions Inc. to carry out the relocation. The item passed just this week without discussion or opposition. Commissioners Rosora, or Wiwi Tijerina, and John Gallo were not present. County documents say the relocation will improve signal, strengthen radio coverage for the Webb County Sheriff's Office, particularly in the rural and southern areas, and officials say it should enhance communication between deputies and dispatch and reduce service gaps during emergencies. How's very cool. All right, and then something that I've been very excited to talk about is the very, very recent launch of Motorola Solutions' new AI tool and a new device to cut emergency response time. This was released by Reuters. Motorola Solutions, or MSI, on Monday, on April 21st, launched the SVX, a device that combines a remote speaker microphone, body camera, and AI assistant named Assist to help first responders seeking ways to save time and react to emergencies. Public safety agencies have been increasing modernization efforts and are looking for products and solutions that streamline emergency response and evidence collection. Motorola Solutions is aiming to build on its dominant position in the public safety market, with more than 60% of 911 calls in the United States alone being routed through Motorola Solutions software systems. How crazy for a company to be that big and that important. So truly amazing. The SVX is designed to work with Motorola's APX Next radios, providing real-time data analysis and communication capabilities for law enforcement officers. The AI assistant in the device will integrate with its existing systems and enhance their capabilities, said Motorola Solutions. Assist can process information such as vehicle registration, plate numbers, and driver's license, offering immediate access to relevant data. For example, a police officer, as opposed to radioing dispatch and asking for a plate number, can instead push a button on their body camera or the SVX and ask for it to run a plate number. It will then send the plate number up through cellular network and run it through the county's database or police system on the Informational Network, or LEIN, or Law Enforcement Information Network. And that will run it through their body camera without any contact to the dispatcher. How insanely cool. Patrol officers spend more than 40% of their writing time on basic data entry, and Assist is expected to reduce it. Quote, "We built this device in collaboration with 32 agencies out there with 150 users that actively tested and gave us feedback," Mahesh Septiashi, the company's chief technology officer, told Reuters. Computer hardware and electronics manufacturers are scrambling to modify their supply chains due to tariffs. Electronic manufacturers are revamping supply chains to navigate global trade shifts due to U.S. tariffs under President Donald Trump, with a 90-day pause driving diversification to countries such as Vietnam and Mexico to cut costs and disruptions. Our supply chain is a very fluid situation right now. Globally, we have manufacturing presence in the U.S., in Mexico, in Canada, and in Malaysia, and we optimize our supply chain and our manufacturing based upon the nature of what's required, Septiashi commented. So, how insanely cool. Absolutely love that for them. All right, now into a little bit of the nerdy Motorola Solutions news is the Motorola Solutions reports second quarter 2025 financial results. So the company raises full year revenue, earnings, and operating cash flow outlook, strong Q2 results. So Motorola Solutions had a sale for their second quarter 2025 financial results, okay? Think about what kind of money counties are making, states are making, all that good stuff. Big companies, right? Like millions and millions of dollars, right? Motorola frickin' Solutions is over here with sales of $2.8 billion. That's B. That is a B, billion dollars, which is up 5% versus a year ago, with software and services sales up 15% and products and systems integration sales flat. GAAP earnings per share EPS of $3.04, up 17% versus a year ago, with non-GAAP EPS of $3.57, which was up 10 versus a year ago. Operating cash flow of $272 million, which is up $92 million versus a year ago. Clap, 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 Motorola. And an ending backlog of $14.1 billion, which is up $150 million versus a year ago, driven by record Q2 orders. That's such an insane number to me. $14.1 billion. That's just so crazy to me. And with the International Security Journal with Motorola Solutions and their technology showcase, their latest solutions at CCW 2025. The event is set to take place, the event took place from June 17th to 19th in Brussels. They showcased at booth C30. At the event, the company said they highlighted the technology innovations that are helping keep communities safer across the globe. This was the Brazilian government they were with, by the way. According to Motorola Solutions, the Brazilian government will discuss its implementation of a federal mission-critical communications solution from Motorola Solutions designed to unify communications across Brazil's defense and public safety organizations. How cool. Can you imagine? It's just so cool to me that that company is doing worldwide stuff. All right, and then getting into something that I was actually kind of interested. I was looking into this just earlier at this because it was actually pretty cool. Motorola Solutions is to acquired Silvus Technologies, which is a global leader in mission-critical mobile ad hoc networks, or AD-HOC. Insanely cool. And I'll get into this with the fact that Motorola Solutions, and I kid you freaking not, bought this company, Silvus Technologies, like all that good stuff, for $4.4 billion. How awesome. That's just so much. Motorola Solutions and NYSE and MSI, a global leader in communication solutions with a market capitalization of $70.1 billion and a strong financial health rating according to Investing, has agreed to acquire Silvus Technologies Inc., a software-defined mobile ad hoc network, or MANET, technology company, for $4.4 billion. Whew. Sorry, I had to yawn there. The company, which has maintained dividend payments for 15 consecutive years, currently generates annual revenue of nearly $11 billion with a healthy 7.5% growth rate. How fantastic. The acquisition announced today is expected to enhance Motorola's offerings in safety, security, and defense communications. Silvus, headquartered in Los Angeles, United States, specializes in creating secure, high-speed MANET solutions for data, video, and voice communications without fixed infrastructure. Their technology is utilized by various sectors, including autonomous systems interface, manufacturers, military, law enforcement, and enterprises worldwide. Silvus's mesh networks are scalable, self-healing, and designed to function in challenging environments, supporting technologies like video and drones. Motorola Solutions Chairman and CEO Greg Brown emphasized the acquisition alignment with the company's mission to protect communities through technology. Quote, "This acquisition underscores our unwavering conviction that technology is the bedrock for protecting our communities," said Brown. The agreement includes an upfront consideration of approximately $4.38 billion in cash and around $20 million in restricted stock to certain Silvus employee equity holders. Additionally, Silvus may receive an earnout of up to $600 million based on performance through 2027 and 2028. Based on analysis, Motorola Solutions currently trades above its fair value, with 11 analysts recently revising their earnings expectations downward for the upcoming period. Investors seeking deeper insights can access the comprehensive Pro Research report. So if you want to go look into that, you're more than welcome. I don't know where to get it because I don't know that. So, and here's the thing. This is why this is such a good move for Motorola. MANET, or Mainnet, is the future of communications. It is no fixed infrastructure, which equals no problem. Silvus powers comms where conventional networks bail. Defense, drones, autonomy, public safety equals serious tailwinds from urgent urban warfare to wildfire response. Silvus tech is hot in demand. Motorola gets instant scale as well. Silvus just had absolutely amazing contracts with SOCOM, the Army, and autonomous OEMs. Now Motorola Solutions' global public safety pipeline just leveled up. So here's a TLDR on why this rocks. Tech domination. Silvus brings next generation mesh network brains, battle ready and no fixed infrastructure. The strategic synergy combines Silvus Mainnet with Motorola radios, body cameras, and command software for a full stack power move. Financial fuel, meaning revenue forecast cleared obstacles, earning and downside risk still covered by earnouts. Market relevance, which is defense, drones, autonomy, growth sectors, Silvus technology supercharges, and scales gains, which is Motorola's global reach, which is now mainstream and not niche. So, in conclusion, Motorola just dropped a $4.4 billion check to snag Silvus, and they're just juicing up their network game with Battlefield mesh tech that lets drones and radios talk even if somebody nukes the cell towers. Dead serious. Real-life scorched earth proof comms. Revenue is expected to rocket too. Talk about an amazing move. Alrighty, if you're tuning in again, it is 4:30 now, getting in. So it's going to take just a minute. I'm going to go ahead and take a quick break here. So just stand by with me for a hot minute, and I'll be right back with you. Here's some Britney Spears if it randomly decides to work, which I doubt it will, but I'll give you Mystique. Okay, wait, hold on. It's working. I think it just went through. I need copyright free. I gotta go look up copyright free. I'm sorry. There we go. Alrighty. I'll be right back with you for the 4:30 update. Gonna go grab a little bit more water. I'll be right back with you. We'll talk to you then. Alrighty, I'm back. I've gotten myself a little bit something better than water. Well, I have a whole thing of ice water, but then I also have an ice cold Dr. Pepper. Better than Dr. Pepper. I mean, alrighty. Get right back into it with our daily update. Dang, I'm right on the dial. Here we go. So, we work on a budget for the tea at 4:30 a.m. Southwest Michigan is mostly clear around 66 degrees. You are rolling into a sunny morning, climbing the low 90s Fahrenheit by mid-afternoon. So, it's going to raise quite a bit there. Thank God for that. Our 4:30 radio update with news, weather, and vibes. We've got cool 66 degrees at mostly clear skies, so it is absolutely perfect hoodie weather. If you're going to be outside, heading into work, heading into town, going into the city just to do some stuff, doesn't really matter to me. Whatever you're doing, wear a hoodie. Or you won't need a jacket too long, because trust me, that sunshine's going to be waking up the area fast. So you're not going to need it for long, but for now, a hoodie's probably a good idea. All right. So we got some hottest headlines. Oh, jeez. So a little bit onto the sadder stuff for Southwest Michigan. If you're coming in for the 4:30 update, good morning. For those people who've got the 35 o'clock shift going in, we've got just a little bit of news. Like I just said, coming in to 4:30, Southwest Michigan's mostly clear around 66 degrees Fahrenheit with 19 degrees Celsius. You're rolling into a sunny morning that'll be climbing up to the 90s by the mid afternoon. So hottest headlines for today. That's a whole mood. We got a Michigan tragedy. A pickup truck plowing into a van carrying on Amish community members in Guilford Township or Tuscola County, killing 6 people, 7 other hospitalized, and even more heartbreak unfolded earlier with a buggy crash in western Michigan that claimed an infant's life. It's a gut punch and a harsh reminder to slow down and be extra careful on rural roads with the horse-drawn traffic. Come on, guys. I understand the need for speed. I understand. Trust me, I do. They made a whole movie out of it. Please, for the love of God, slow down, please. Alrighty, we have the Earth showing up a bit, showing off a bit, with a 6.3 magnitude quake shake. The Coral Sea near the Solomon Islands. Talk about a wake up call across the planet. Anyways, meanwhile, back here, a 5.3 quake rattled near Loloski, Alaska. Not local, but still pretty fun. And again, with Motorola leveling up, this deal is done when Motorola Solutions closed the 4.4 billion acquisition on August 6th, meaning the network mesh network. Lord have mercy, the mesh network technology works even when towers get taken out. Absolutely perfect for those drones, public safety, and communication comms. So, what is up, Southwest Michigan? Back with you at the 4:30. We are chilling at 66 degrees with clear skies, and these vibes are about to get lost as a hot afternoon rolls around. But first, the big brain news hits. 6 people died in a crash involving an Amish man and a van in Tuscola County. Officials stated that pickup ran a stop sign. Come on, really? Ran a stop sign? How? How? Just look up. He was probably on his phone. It's unfortunate. It really is. But Earth, we got its Earth doing its thing too with the 6.3 magnitude quake. And in case your tech nerd brain hasn't heard, Motorola Solutions just wrapped its $4.4 billion takeover of Silvus. Congratulations, MSI. Rolling up on an hour 5 here on our stream. We're going to go ahead and get into the summary rundown and other stuff. All right, so stay tuned. We'll be here back in just a moment. Alrighty, back for more nerdy news. 2025 revenue forecast cut in a major glow up. Motorola Solutions just raising its 2025 revenue forecast to about $11.65 billion, up from a previous outlook of mid-single-digit growth. That's a jump from 5.5% to 7.7, largely thanks to that Silvus acquisition and booming demand in healthcare, education, and critical infrastructure. That, my friends, is not just growth, it's a flex. The SVX device and AI powered first responder wing person. Meet the SVX, your new AI sidekick in a device combined a speaker mic, body cam, and an AI assistant assist in a first responder's body cam. So, Silvus on the ground. So, and then we've got, oh, pardon me. And then we've got the Webb County Sheriff's Office in Texas getting stocked with 35 APX N70 and APX Next radios. These bad boys rock both Wi-Fi and AT&T 4G LTE. So deputies are staying connected in schools, rural zones where signal is usually trash, and it was funded by Operation Lone Star. Imagine the walkthrough. School zone, still got your comms. Yeah, they got one. So I'll be right back with you and turn off these fans because it's 4:36. We got the family waking up, so I'll be right back with you. Oh, well, probably should have done that a long time ago, but now you can probably hear just my voice and I'll have my fan in the background. Listen to this, here's a little ASMR for you. I just called Dr. Pepper to wake me up. Oh, Lord have mercy. Been waiting for that one. Back to you. It's still 4:37. Lord have mercy. We still don't have any viewers, so I'm not surprised. Got our music going in the background, which YouTube probably can't even freaking hear. We've got all this good jazz that I'm not even looking into. So I'm gonna probably change up the YouTube channel quite a bit. Y'all, I need your opinion on something. Um, so I'm getting into the radio communications stuff, and I'm getting an APX 3000, and I'm buying from a guy, and I can't tell if it's sketchy or not. And it's just there's so many green flags, but there's those couple red flags, oh, and I don't know what to look out for. Alrighty. All right, so yeah, anyways, there's the green flags and the red flags, and I mean, it's just I no, shut up. My my boss commented on my live stream. He must be up. He said, "Thanks for the Motorola updates. There's stuff not even I knew when I worked for him. That's freaking awesome. That's so funny." I'm gonna reply. Hold on. All right. I said thanks. Love to see someone's actually working. I'll be in an A. LOL. So, anyways, without further ado, going back into updates. What is it? It's 4:40. We got 20 minutes till the 5 o'clock update. So, I might just like take a little cat nap since nobody's watching. No, because I'm scared that I'll see somebody pop on and it'll be like the second that I'm not talking and they'll be like, "What?" And they they'll get off. I'll have a present for you. I don't know if you can hear that. I just farted on my microphone. I'm so sorry. But if you made it this far, I mean, you kind of have every right to call me cringe for that. Yeah, just go both. You know, and opposites ways much better. No, because of opposites ways just replaying the live stream is just a mess. Oh, jeez. Anybody up to anything good, leave it in the comments. Not that there's anybody watching, but all right. Let's get this thing going. Ah, there we go. Oh, all right. Now that I'm showing my screen, we're gonna go back and watch this. What was that? I don't even know what that was in. Have you also guessed the password? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, I see. I see. Oh, hey, to whoever just joined the live stream, I noticed it popped up. I'm doing I just did the 4:30 update. We're going to be doing a 5 o'clock update for Southwest Michigan. We're doing weather and local news. So we're looking at this is technology news. So I was just going through it, but drop a comment and I'll get into the news of whatever you'd like to listen to. You're literally like the only person who's watched this, and my stream's been going for hour 16 now. So, um, I was just watching this guy. It was on Tech News. He hacked one of the vaping sensors in his bathroom. So I don't know. I found it interesting, and I went back because I found out I could share my screen with the live and whatnot. So, um, oh, he left. Damn. Oh well. Actually insane. What the heck? That's crazy. Get out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually wanted that up. Okay, is that too much? Okay, hi to the person that just joined in. I'm doing news and updates and weather for Southwest Michigan. I'm doing a 5 o'clock update. I don't really have anything else to talk about, and I can't do music because YouTube does copyright. So I'm doing music composure. Anyways, welcome. So you can stick around until the 5 o'clock. If you want to backspace or not backspace, rewind and go watch all of the news and local updates I've already covered, you can. But I'm doing music composure right now. I'm just kind of messing around, so I will be doing this probably until 5 o'clock, unless there's something that you want me to report on or go and look at. It's kind of up to you. So in the comments, or you can let me know what you want to see, what you want me to do. It's kind of up to you because you're the only one watching because the other viewer is my phone. So, do give me your opinion on this though. I'll play it again. I just want to know if it's too much. I don't know. I almost feel as if it's a bit much, but I'm not quite sure. um, I mean, it could be. I don't know what else to add. I'm really only familiar with the percussion side of things because that's what I do. I mean, I don't know what else can I add percussion wise. I mean, I don't want to add any of that crap. I hate pitched stuff. Ooh. I can add clap. Okay, you know what? Hold on. hold on. I've been meaning to do this. I'm gonna have fun. What the heck? Come on. What? Ah! Where did it go? I saw it. What? Are you on crack or something? What in the world? Add the score. Gosh dang it. Thank you. Alright. If we did, we'll do percussion. I want marching, and I want marching percussion. I want this. I'm gonna create a snare. Oh my gosh! I have 3 viewers. Wow, I'm actually excited. My stream has been going for I take that back. I have 2 streamers or 2 viewers because the other one's myself. It's been going for an hour and a half, and I've just been sitting here. I have a 5 o'clock news update and weather update for Southwest Michigan, so I'll do that at 5 o'clock. But right now, I'm gonna write a snare warm up. I think I'm gonna be an asshole to them. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. Duh, 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 duh. And then I want to do no accent patterns, and then I want to give them just. It's just, I'll label it a beginner snare warm up. And I like the fact that I can fit this all into one. I think. Did I break? Oh. I think I broke it. Oh. Let's hear it. Oh, shoot. You probably can't hear that. Hold on. Oh, I gotta add. That's right. Duh. I'll do pit. Nope. Hold on. Sorry. There. I don't know if you can hear that or not. That's right. Okay, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm listening to this. I just gotta make sure that you can. Can you like drop a comment or something and let me know if you can hear it? Oh, okay, good. I just checked on my phone. All right, perfect. Okay, it needs more chaos. So I'm gonna copy. Okay, and then we'll do. Wait, I can't remember how he did it. It was like. Oh, that's how. Okay, I just remembered. I love doing this stuff. It's so funny to me. Oh, he probably wants a 5 o'clock. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like a failure now because he left. So, damn. Is it tremolos? I don't fucking know. Yeah, it is. All right, cool. Oh, that's great. All right, I know what we have to do. Oh shit, did I break it? Yes. Yeah. think it's broken. Oh? Oh, wow. Well, that was chaotic. Oh, shut up, Evan. Oh, jeez. Alright, well, Alright, well, I guess we'll do... Okay, I can't do that again, because that didn't... We'll do a mix of, like, random shit. Absolutely give them some hell. There we go. And then we'll add tremolos on all of them. There we go. Okay, why does it keep going? It's supposed to stop. Stupid thing. I don't understand how the other people did it. Was it under the accidentals? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, that would be fun. If I took, yeah, I'll do that. I will take that off. I'll do. Sorry. All right. All right, so I'll do double strokes for half, and then I'll do triple strokes for the other half. There we go. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what I missed. Oh, and then I have to do tempo. No fucking shit. Alrighty, quarter note gets the... Anyways, yeah, I think that works. Okay, but now I gotta do... So we'll go home. I gotta do... This one I actually... Okay, I have to be serious about this one, because I was asked to make this, so... Alright, marching band, percussion, unpitched, automobile... What the... Okay. Oh... Forget I even was weird about that for a second. Alright. I was asked to make a bass drum warm-up for our bass drums. So... Alright, if you're just now tuning in, we've got a 5 o'clock update for you for all you mother truckers with that 5 o'clock. So... Just a second here. Oh, I could do that. Oh, looks like shit. Oh, hey. So, welcome. We'll do fight. Alright, I'll skip all that crap. Alright. Alright. So, welcome in. So as far as 5 o'clock updates go, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna move right into it. Oh, sorry, I was doing some music composure. Get out of here. So as far as music or updates go, for Southwest Michigan at 5 a.m., we're looking pretty clear. It's 64 degrees, precipitation of 0%, and within it's a little bit of wind at 6 miles per hour. This is for Southwest Michigan. For today, it looks like it's going to be pretty much sunny all day. Looks like it's going to get to a high 87 around, oh, it looks like 5 o'clock ish. Tomorrow we have a high 84, low of 69. Looks like we do have a 50% chance, so 50-50. But anyways, to the person who's watching, I would make the assumption that you're probably up getting ready for work. It's 5:06, so probably that morning shift. So props to you for having a job that makes you get up early. I know how it feels. I gotta be to mine by 8, so not too much longer on here. Is planning on going till 5:30. So props to you. Hope you're having a wonderful morning, and it's all good for you. But thanks for stopping by. I do have some news updates I'm about to go through. So just a sec here. I do have to pull that up because I was not. I'll go click, click, boom. Alrighty, there we go. So we have some five. Oh, they left. This isn't very fun. It really isn't. I have 0 audience. All right, thanks to everyone who tuned in. This is honestly kind of bust. Literally woke up at 3 fucking a.m. for this, but anyways, thanks for stopping by for the people who did. Thanks for interacting for the people who did, I guess. No, better luck next time, I guess. What else?